Again, it is an honor and a pleasure to be here at MGM National Harbor. I want to thank the entire staff for once again being a gracious host. We love the MGM, TGB Promotions, and Showtime together along with Golden Boy Promotions. The MGM is one of the best facilities in all the world. I mean, we've done countless events at the MGM in Las Vegas, and now being here in National Harbor, this is the perfect match for a fight of this magnitude. Saturday, May 19th, live on Showtime Championship Boxing. We have the WBC Featherweight Championship of the World on the line. The reigning and defending champion, Gary Russell Jr., putting his title on the line yet again, this time against the young, hungry contender in Joseph JoJo Diaz, as Gary Russell, the pride of this area, once again making his way here to MGM National Harbor to put his title on the line before his hometown family and friends. This is not just a good fight, this is a great fight. 126 pounds is one of the most talent-laden divisions in all of boxing, and Showtime Championship Boxing has invested heavily in the featherweight division. You saw Carl Frampton go ahead and collide against Nonito Donaire last week, and then also you have this matchup with Gary Russell Jr., Joseph JoJo Diaz. Also that very day, Lightning Lee Selby's title defense will be streamed on Showtime's YouTube page. And we have the rematch between Abner Mares, Leo Santa Cruz on June 9th at Staples Center. So Steven Espinoza and Showtime Championship Boxing are the leader when it comes to televising world-class boxing. Let's bring up one of the members of Golden Boy Promotions, does a very good job as he is representing Joseph JoJo Diaz. Please welcome Roberto Diaz.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. I want to thank Showtime for putting on this fantastic fight. The MGM, we were here last year with a young future world champion, Lamont Roach Jr. He was the main event. And we'll be back here with May 19th, and this is a fight you don't want to miss. This is a fight that has a lot of similarities. Look, I know Gary Russell, not from right now. I know him for many years. Tremendous talent. I did about 14 of your fights, and one of the most talented fighters I've seen. But that speaks wonders from his mandatory. Doesn't want the easiest champion, wants the best champion, and that's JoJo Diaz. Two former Olympians, two fighters that are trained by their fathers, two southpaws. Similarities go on and on and on. Two very talented fighters. We heard last weekend, the king of the jungle, the lion. Yeah, he was a lion. But what happens to the lion when you take him out of the jungle and he's captured? Becomes docile, calm. Gary, you haven't been fighting like a lion. JoJo has. Ladies and gentlemen, from South El Monte, California, the next featherweight champion of the world, WBC, JoJo Diaz. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Robert. Also, we want to bring up the Vice President of TGB Promotions. Actually, literally celebrated her birthday here yesterday as she's enjoying herself, and great to be here. No better place to celebrate your birthday than at any one of the MGM properties, especially here at MGM National Harbor. Please welcome Brittany Goosen Brown.
It's definitely an honor to be back here. We work with MGM a lot with the Vegas staff. This staff, love all of you guys. They're great and accommodating. We were out here last May, so it's great to be back. Gary Russell, this is his hometown. This is where he puts on. So get your tickets. I believe we're going on sale. Are we on sale? Starting at $50. So be there, come out. I'm expecting a great crowd. I'm expecting this guy to come out the winner, and we're looking forward to being back here. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brittany. And now we're going to get into the question and answer portion, as you can go ahead and get an opportunity to get to know the fighters. If we have the wireless microphone, thank you very much, Andrew, from Swanson Communications. As Robert mentioned and Brittany have been echoing, there are two Olympians, there are two southpaws, family, they're both trained by their fathers. Actually, Gary's father is going to be celebrating his birthday one day after this. So Gary looking to give his father an early birthday present. But for JoJo, let's start off with you. You've been very active over the past 3 years, 11 fights, 9 more than your opponent. Do you think that being, having this activity level is going to give you a big advantage in your match at May 19th?
No, I don't think it's going to give me any advantage. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, getting the experience that I need to be getting inside the ring before I could be fighting tough opponents like Gary Russell and elite fighters like Gary Russell Jr. So I feel like my preparation is good. I've fought tremendous people inside the ring, and I got all the experience to come out victorious come May 19th.
Now you're coming here, you're literally fighting in his backyard. It's one thing to fight Gary Russell, who's talented, who's fast, who has the thought process. Ring IQ is on a very high level. But for you, what obstacles do you feel you're going to have to overcome, and does it at all affect you fighting him here in his backyard?
It doesn't affect me at all. I'm happy to be fighting in his backyard. He is the champion, and that's what champions are going to do. They're going to be fighting in their backyards where they can have their hometown fans supporting them. So I'm going out there come fight night in his backyard, but I'm training very hard. I know what Gary Russell is capable of doing. He says that I don't have the boxing IQ, the power, the speed that he has. But he's going to be in for a rude awakening come fight night. He's going to see that I do have all the tools to beat him.
Does that bother you when you guys go ahead? And I mean, it's gamesmanship, but does that bother you at all as you guys kind of go back and forth a little bit?
It doesn't bother me at all. It just it adds more fuel to the tank. It's more motivation. It makes me train harder inside the gym, and I know he's training hard too. I mean, he's a champion for a reason. I know he trains tremendously hard, but I train just as hard as him. Me and my father, we have a good game plan going into the fight. We're training six times a week, every single day. So we're going to be ready for this 12-round fight.
The 2012 Olympic class was just tremendous. We've seen so many guys like Errol Spence, Rasheed Warren, Dominic Brazil, Terrell Gauthier. All these guys have either been world champions or fought for a world title. How much significance is it for you to finally say, now it's my opportunity to be at this stage?
It's a dream come true, and ever since me and Errol Spence, we were roommates inside the Olympics going into 2012, and me and him always promised each other that once we become pro, we want to fight all the elite athletes, and we want to fight the best champions. And Gary Russell Jr., he's the best champion at 126 pounds. The champs are scared to fight Gary Russell Jr., and I'm not scared. I don't show no fear, and that's what Errol Spence did as well. He fought Cal Brook over in his hometown, and he defeated him. So I'm doing exactly what Errol Spence, me and him promised each other, and we're just going to go in there with a good game plan, come out victorious come May 19th.
So what you just said, you mentioned that Gary Russell is the best featherweight. That's your opinion, that you have the likes of Santa Cruz Mares, you have Lee Selby, Carl Frampton. You feel that he is the best featherweight in the world? Oh,
hands down he is. Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Mares, Lee Selby, none of these guys want to fight Gary Russell. None of them do, because they're afraid of that speed, and they're afraid of those counter shots. But with me, I know what I'm capable of doing. I have the speed, I have good counters, I have perfect timing, and I'm pretty strong in that. I'm a big 126-pound fighter, so I know what I'm capable of doing, and it's going to showcase May 19th.
So what does a win, obviously accomplishing a lifelong dream, but not only to do it, but to do it against this man, Gary Russell, what does a victory, if you're successful May 19th on Showtime Championship Boxing, MGM National Harbor, what would that victory mean for you?
It'll mean everything to me. It'll mean that it's a blessing from God. It's a dream come true from all the hard work that I was doing since I was 13 years old. Finally came true. And not only that, it's going to mean that I'm on top of the throne at 126 pounds. I'm going to be the number one 126-pound champion, and I'm going to be the shot caller and calling down all these champions after that.
Joseph, thank you very much. A round of applause for Joseph JoJo Diaz. Very articulate, very humble young man. Thank you very much, JoJo. And now, with the hometown fighter, this is his backyard. His brothers. Let's not forget, again, before we get to you, your brothers are going to be fighting on the undercard. I've been fortunate enough to get to know the entire family over the past several years, and what an amazing family. If you haven't seen his younger brothers, we're going to get to you, but your brothers are just dynamite inside that ring. Your younger brother just fought on Saturday night at Barclays Center, over 13,000 fans, and you guys don't get paid by the hour. I don't even think you get paid by the round. You make it that quick. So the Russell family we represented on Saturday, May 19th. But Gary, for you to once again be fighting here at MGM National Harbor, as I'm thinking, I was talking to Malik from MGM. This building, it felt like was built for you guys, for boxing-wise. You have yourself, you have Jared Hurd, so much talent in and around this area, but the significance for you to once again be fighting here at home. Lamont Roach, obviously, yes.
in the building, too.
Yes, Phil, but what does it mean for you to be once again fighting here at MGM National Harbor?
I mean, it's tremendous. When I'm jogging in the neighborhood and I see people blowing horns and, you know, yelling out the window, keep pushing and keep grinding, it's cool to know that they'll be able to be in the building, get in the car, and drive maybe 15 minutes to come watch this massacre. You know, we're looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm blessed. I appreciate him for being so honest the way that he was, for him to say that he feels like I'm one of the best featherweights in the world.
The best.
You know, that speaks volumes within itself. But you spoke about my younger brothers. I tip my hat off to my father, because what you see is a reflection of him, you know, as well as my mother, as well as my mother, you know, for helping us support. For him to be able to create 2 Olympians and then transform one into a world champion speaks volumes, you know. So I appreciate you, Dad, as a father, and I appreciate you, Mom, as my mother, and we're gonna keep this thing pushing.
Also, Saturday, May 19th, Showtime Championship Boxing, brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Golden Boy Promotions. Also, big thank you to our sponsor, Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina. Very much thankful for their support through the years. But Gary, for you, you haven't fought since May of last year. You fought twice since winning the title March of 2015. Every time we see you, you're always so sharp. How do you remain so sharp as you get ready to head into this matchup against Joseph Diaz?
I mean, we stay focused in the gym. I'm one of these fighters that's never out of shape. I'm never out of shape. I never take a day off. We're always grinding. You know, you can ask my wife, on the anniversaries, we in the gym. On birthdays, we in the gym.
That line ain't docile. Hey, hop in the line,
you know,
see what happens.
Yeah, I hear him say something about being domesticated in the lion. Even with you being a lion in the zoo, let a civilian jump in the cage and see what happens. Let a civilian jump in the cage and see what happens. A lion will become a lion. The essence of a lion will still be there. You know, as far as me competing once a year, it's cool. It's no issue. It's no issue as far as people are aware that I did have hand injuries in the past. It gives me the possibility, the ability to preserve my body, stay strong, stay sharp, stay focused. We put the work in the gym, we ready. We ready.
Gary, in all the years that we've had the opportunity to get to know you, this is what I stand corrected, the most outspoken that you've been. Where does that come from? Is it from a, you know, kind of a maturity standpoint? Is it just, where does all this come from? Not that you're boisterous or anything like that, but you're more, you know, you're speaking a little bit more in regards to being steadfast in your approach.
Regardless of what the situation is, I always say, no matter what your occupation is, you want a sense of financial stability for yourself and your family. I'm to the point in my career where, honestly, to the people, to the fans that I'm watching, I got maybe six more fights left in me that I'm willing to do. We want to maximize everything. We want to maximize our revenue. So it's been a little irritating because, like he said, a lot of the champions, a lot of people that we've been trying to compete against, they not trying to get in the ring with Mr. Gary Russell Jr. So I appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to sharpen my teeth a little bit more. I mean, at the end of the day, at least he had the opportunity to say he got in the ring with Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
The last southpaw you fought was Vasily Lomachenko. Since that time, you haven't fought southpaws. Has anything changed in regards to your demeanor or preparation when it comes to fighting a fellow southpaw? Because very rarely do we see two southpaws in the ring against each other.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. We still grinding. We still grinding. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, we had to make a little necessary adjustments. We did that. We done. We came back. We got this strap. As long as I got it, can't nobody walk down the street. Apparently, I got to be the gatekeeper. They keep sending me my mandatories because none of the other world champions want to fight me. I'm the gatekeeper. Can't nobody come through the street. It's simple as that.
Wearing that green belt, the WBC championship is held in such high regard. Floyd Mayweather always was constant and adamant about the green belts. How significant is that for you to be able to wear that around your waist day in, day out, especially as you head towards May 19th here at MGM National Harbor?
I don't want to downgrade the title, but we don't value this. You know, we don't value it the way that a lot of fighters do, because at the end of the day, the end objective is to go out there and be victorious regardless of what the situation is. Half the time, I don't even know what the belt is. My parents might have it, my brother might have it. I mean, it's something that we don't value. If we was to go to the pawn store right now and try to pawn it, how much money do you think we'd be able to get for this? Not
Sure,
much.
quite a lot.
You know, maybe not much. You know, so we don't value things. It's a trinket. I think it's definitely good because this is one of the most prestigious titles that there is. It's the first title that's ever been, you know, invented. You know, as you see when you look at the pictures, you got Muhammad Ali and Gary Russell Jr. You know, so that speaks volumes. You know, I'm glad that this is something that shows that I am the best. And from the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, the WBO, this is the most prestigious title that there is to have. I'm glad that I have it. I plan on keeping it. I'm planning on unifying and getting some more. And if not, we moving up in weight. We planning on putting it around these bigger guys.
Well, let's talk about unification. As we have mentioned the names, especially the fact that Showtime Championship Boxing is televising all these big featherweight showdowns. Yours on Saturday, May 19th. It's a split site. Gary Russell Jr., Joseph Diaz, also Donna Stevenson, Bobby Jack, Saturday, May 19th on Showtime Championship Boxing. But what message do you want to send to when guys like Mares and Santa Cruz are watching you, and Frampton with Selby after his fight, when they tune in? What message do you want to send on Saturday, May 19th against this man, Joseph Diaz?
The same message that I always intend on sending. That I'm one of the most dangerous fighters on the planet. Regardless, hands down, speed, power, ring IQ. If we gotta get ugly, we can take it there too. I don't plan on going 12 rounds. He say he ready to go 12. This fight not going 12 rounds. I'm not going to discipline anybody else for the remainder of my career. Mark my words.
So after this fight, it's either unification or going up?
Definitely. I think it's perfect timing. I'll be competing in May. Leo and Abner will be competing in June. Why not make the fight out between the two? If we can't get that, then we plan on moving up in weight, immediately challenging the WBC champion in that division, and we running everybody down. Like I said, I got 6 more fights in me. I want to be able to spend time with my family and just enjoy life. Just enjoy life, man. That's all I want.
And finally, May 19th, for those that come out, tickets are going to be on sale. Make sure to get them because it's going to be a sellout here at MGM National Harbor. But what message do you want to tell the fans out there? Because the one thing about you is that you are very much about the fans, especially here in your hometown in Maryland, in National Harbor. You're very much cognizant of that. But what message do you want to send to them as they make their way here at MGM National Harbor Saturday, May 19th?
Like I said, the fans is what helps me drive. When I don't have to leave home for my training camps. A lot of people have to get away from their families and stuff like that to focus in. I don't have to do that. I draw my energy. I pour my energy from the people that I genuinely care about and I know genuinely care and love me. I think it's so cool to see the people that's, like I say, blowing their horns when they see me jogging, or to the mail lady, and that's delivering the mail, to be able to get in their car and drive straight down the street. They live through me. So when I'm in the ring, you're not just fighting me. You're not just rumbling me. You rumbling my family. You rumbling my friends. You even rumbling people that don't like me, because I'm rumbling even harder to shut them up too. So we grind and we put the city on the map. Like I say, as long as we got this strap, can't nobody walk down the street. Done deal.
Yeah.
Gary, greatly appreciated. Joseph, JoJo, thank you guys again. We're going to pose the fighters up. Do not miss it. Saturday, May 19th, a special night of boxing here at MGM National Harbor on Showtime Championship Boxing, brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with Golden Boy Promotions and sponsored by Corona Extra La Cerveza Más Fina. Gary Russell, Joseph Diaz going to pose off, and we will see you during fight week. We are going to have an electric fight week here at MGM National Harbor. We'll see you in a few weeks here at the MGM National Harbor for Gary Russell's title defense against Joseph Diaz. Thank you.
Guys, hold that, please. Guys, look at the face off.
Let me get one.
All right, thank you, guys. Right here, guys. Right here. Right here. Right here. Let's go this one.
On my king.
Right over here, guys. Cameras in the back as well. Anyone got the shot? All right, thank you. Anyone for JoJo? Please come.
Yes, I